matter how, whatever they put out there in the magazines, on TV, on radio, wherever they do it.
Put it in our mind.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? They programming your mind to be wicked, to accept the things that are contrary to the laws of the Most High. And you have people that stand up for it, even though they're not there. That's the world we're in now. That's why I say this wicked generation, a wicked generation. Yeah. So it says, verse 39, thus were they defiled with their own works and went a-whoring with their own inventions, creating all kind of evil inventions. Therefore was the wrath of the Most High kindled against his people, 12 tribes of Israel, insomuch that he abhorred his own inheritance. He hated us. He hated the 12 tribes of Israel, and he gave them into the hand of the heathen, and they that hated them ruled over them. See? Their enemies also oppressed them, and they were brought into subjection under their hand. Okay? So that's the result of what we're reading here in 2 Peter 2 and 20. For if after they have escaped the pollutions of the world, pollutions of the Gentile world, and following the programming that they have programmed majority of the people, especially 2/3 of our people, they program. And our people want to be accepted, so they go for the wickedness. You see what I'm saying? Or whatever benefit they can receive at the same time, lowering their manhood, lowering their womanhood, as we should be. The Most High said he set us, and we follow him, he said he's going to put us above all nations. Through this truth, through this law, statutes, commandments, make us wise and understanding people. And the nation should see this. That's why they don't challenge us. Not on a wide scale. Because we're going to break them down with their history, their archaeology, their anthropology, whatever they want, Bible prophecies, however they want to bring it. Because we have it. And we know that they done lied. They're a bunch of liars. When they went to cemetery school, they should have taught the truth. Our people should know that they're the Israelites. But no, even if they claim to be Jewish, they don't deal with 12 tribes. It's 12 tribes that the Most High has. 12 different nations that make up one nation that said would come out of our forefather Jacob. Do they bring that forth? No. Else we would know this. That's why I say, for if, after they have escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of the power and Savior of Mashayach Yahawashi, they are again entangled therein and overcome, the latter end is worse with them than the beginning. That's why I read to you how the unclean spirit comes out. But then when he comes back, this is what it says, worse for you, because he's going to get a complete number of spirits, evil, wicked spirits, to come back with him to dwell in you. That's why it says, for it had been better, verse 21, for it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness. And the only way you know the way of righteousness is to follow the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. Been better for you not to have known the way of righteousness than after they have known it, once you have known it, to turn from the holy commandment to live it unto them. That's why I say, you know it, you're learning it now. But once the book is closed, now you're going to go out there and do whatever you want to do, how you do it, did things in the world, or how you're going to do things in the world. See, but it has happened unto them. According to the true proverb, the dog has turned to his own vomit again. That's how the Most High look at you. So you like a dog that vomits and eats it back up. And the soul, the pig, he call you a hog. You know, but a nasty, filthy, nasty pig that was washed. Because we ain't nothing but a wretched. We were nothing but wretched men and women. He washed us. To her wallowing in the murk, wallowing in the dang on slop, eating out of your own feces. Might as well use the bathroom and put your food in it and eat it. That's what a hog do. That's how he comparing us. For you to him to, this is the highest calling that you could be called in, and how many people have turned it back, or they just take it lightly. Like this is nothing. That's why the wrath of the Most High came on. Say he hated us. So when he hates you, what you think he's going to do? He's going to love you? He's going to show you love and kindness? I don't think so. No. Nah. It's not going to happen. That's what Mashayach Yahawashi told him. Say, sin no more. That's the worst thing going to happen to you. And he already explained how the unclean spirits more wicked than the one that came out of you. You know where you was at coming in. You know what you was doing, whatever you was out there doing, whatever you was doing. Now you coming in, okay, you getting rid of that spirit. Now you changing, coming a new man, new women, to be righteous. Shoot, you mess up, you say, I'm going to send the most wickedest spirits that I can find to go inside of you to destroy you. Well, so I say he hated us for that. St. John 8. Excuse me, Matthew. No, John 8. John 8. But John 8 and 3. John 8 and 3. And the scribes and Pharisees brought unto him a woman taken in adultery. And when they had set her in the midst, this woman had committed adultery. That means this woman was married and she went lay with another man. How women today, when you lay with a man, that's your woman. How women today, I mean, they living in hell, they living in adultery, they've been with this man, that man, that man, don't commit to nothing. When they get angry, poof, I'm out. Then they go lay with another man, that's adultery. And a man that lays with another man's woman, that's adultery. That's adultery. St. John 8 and 3 again. And the scribes and Pharisees brought unto him a woman taken in adultery. And when they had set her in the midst, they say unto him, Master, this woman was taken in adultery, in the very act. Check this out. Now Moses in the law commanded us that such should be stoned. But what sayest thou? This they said, tempting him, that they might have to accuse him. But Mashayach Yahawashi stooped down and with his finger wrote on the ground, as though he heard them not. He just went down and was writing on the ground, writing something on the ground like he didn't even hear him. Like he didn't even hear him. So when they continued asking him, he lifted up himself and said unto them, He that is without sin among you, let him first cast a stone at her. If you don't have sin, you cast the first stone at her. You without sin, cast the first stone at her. And again he stooped down and wrote on the ground. He heard her. They thinking he ain't listening. He ain't paying attention to him, but he heard him. That's why he stood up and said, He that is without sin among you, let him cast a stone at her. Verse 9, and they which heard it, being convicted by their own conscience, knowing that they had sinned, telling what they had did, went out one by one, beginning at the elder, because he lived the longest, he probably did the most sins, because he didn't live the longest, right? Started with the eldest, the oldest, even unto the last. And the Mashayach Yahawashi was left alone, and the woman standing in the midst. For him and the woman is only there. When the Mashayach Yahawashi had lifted up himself and saw none but the woman, he said unto her, Woman, where are those thine accusers? Where your accusers at? Where did they go? I just asked a simple question. He that was without sin among you, let him first cast a stone at her. He said, where they at? Woman, where are those thine accusers? Have no man condemned thee? And she said, No man, Mashayach Yahawashi. And Mashayach Yahawashi said unto her, Neither do I condemn thee. Go and sin no more. Don't sin no more. Now verse 5. Now Moses in the law commanded us that such should be stoned. But What says thou? So we got to go to the law. Leviticus 20 and 10. Leviticus 20 and 10. Leviticus 20 and 10. Let's look at the law. Y'all with me on the conference call? Are you still there? I don't know. Can you hear me? All right. Okay, THAWADAH. Leviticus 20 and 10. And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, as I told you previously, even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. The adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. So where's the man at? They brought the woman. She committed adultery. She had committed adultery with a man. Right? Where's he at? They didn't bring the man. Or was it one of them? Or she went outside from whoever she was with one of them and went with some other man. I mean, remember it said Israel had wicked devices? You don't know what they did. I can't say that's what they did. And one of them was the one that was with her. They got jealous because she was with somebody outside of whoever she was with, outside of her husband with one of them. I don't know. He said he without sin cast the first stone at her. They all left. Who knows? You don't know what was happening. But I know one thing. They didn't bring the man. Did they? That's the law. The adulterer and the adulteress supposed to be stoned to death. So whoever she committed adultery with, they should have brought them, that man right there, stone them both. That's the law right there. Was that law fulfilled? No. Because where was the man at? The man wasn't there. Deuteronomy 22:22. See, Israel they can accuse you big time, but they better know what they're talking about. Deuteronomy 22:22. If a man be found lying with a woman married to an husband, then they shall both of them die, both the man that lay with the woman and the woman. So shall thou put away evil from Israel. See? Did they follow the law? No. They didn't follow the law. Let's look at look at John, the 5th chapter. John 5. And we're going to start at 15. John 5 and 15. The man departed and told the Jews that it was a Mashayach Yahawashi which had made him whole. And therefore did the Jews persecute a Mashayach Yahawashi. See? So, you see here, over and over again, they picked up stones, wanted to stone him. They wanted to kill this woman. You know, they persecuted him. So, that's let you know that the ones that's really standing for righteousness are going to be persecuted, as he was persecuted. This ain't something that you're looking at that's like peaches and cream. You're going to come in there, everybody going to love you. They're going to desire, they're going to love the truth because they've been lied to. And some people are so prideful, they hate the fact that you expose how off they are. That's why they say we don't do nothing but argue with people. We go against the evil that our people are in and try and make them righteous, knowing what's righteous according to a Mashayach Yahawashi coming and showing us what's right. Some. I won't say all, but we know these scriptures. And some know, and some are still just like the Pharisees. That's why we got to have mercy and grace upon our people, as Mashayach Yahawashi just had mercy upon all these people that he's healing. That's what he's giving them mercy and grace in healing them. Because he says sin no more. So they were sinners, but he still showed them love and healed them. That's why we got to be flexible in the mercy and grace, that we have to have the love for our people and not be caught up in being so vicious that you can't show mercy and grace that the Most High has given us, only the Israelites. He said he loved Jacob, and he also said mercy and grace is for Israel. You see what I'm saying? So if the mercy and grace is for Israel, it's for those. It was mercy and grace that he gave me before I knew the high level of understanding that I had many a times. You know what I mean? He saved me. You see what I'm saying? Gave me mercy, gave me grace, and I wasn't in the truth, in the world. So we have to realize that our people have to have an opportunity to be able to come to receive the true understanding of the Most High and of Mashayach Yahawashi, but we are not the ones that determine that. The Most High calls people to a Mashayach Yahawashi, and he has allowed a Mashayach Yahawashi to do the choosing. Many are called, but few are chosen. Like you see, it's the Sabbath, and people doing whatever they're doing. The book is closed on them because they ain't not really in the Sabbath like they should be. They doing whatever they do like a normal day. Some are that know better, and it's the consequences that you got to pay behind that. This ain't no joke, man. This is the real deal. Can't get no realer than this. And it's going to get more and more exclusively harder for those that's just thinking that this is something to play with and not as serious as they should be with this word. And just being the same people and say, oh, they using an excuse, well, you got to give me time. Ain't going to be no time. When this prophecy start to happen, it's gonna be bam. You're gonna move. You're gonna he gonna move and shake. Cause you ain't ready to move and shake and do what you gotta do and know what you gotta do in the spirit and not be out of the spirit. Then you're gonna perish. No matter how you look at yourself now, everybody gonna perish. He said, "Dare not make thyself one of the number." We don't make ourselves one of the number. How do you know what's gonna happen to you between now and tomorrow? You know, how many men have been in this truth and now they're not in it? They don't even open the Bible. They ain't talking about nothing concerning anything that they talked about as great teachers. I ain't talking about men that was under them. I'm talking about great teachers. And the men that was under them waiting on the time to say, okay, well, get out of the order. Now they out there in the world. Don't get it twisted. That's why I say you ain't no different than the pig. You might as well doo-doo and put your food in and eat it. That's what he said. That's what a pig does, don't it? Yeah. Yeah. You must well, every time you took a crap, put your food in it and eat out of it. That's how he look at you. If you turn your back on the Most High and the Mashayach Yahawashi and turn back into the world. But anybody will admit it, and they're going to get an attitude when you tell them that's what you're doing. But it's written, we just read it, right? If you believe in the Most High, you have faith in what he said, that's what's going on. That's what happened to you. If you decide you're going to try and find another way, there ain't no different than that. Verse 16, John 5:16. And therefore did the Jews persecute the Mashayach Yahawashi and sought to slay him. They sought to kill him because he had done these things on the Sabbath day. But the Mashayach Yahawashi answered them, my Father worketh hitherto, and I work. He said, I'm doing the work of the Most High. Therefore the Jews sought the more to kill him, because he not only had broken the Sabbath, but said also that the Most High was his Father, making himself equal with the Most High. See, they didn't know of Mashayach Yahawashi. They didn't have a clue of him. They don't know him. Just like many people don't know him now. That's why when you read Revelations, as I went many a time to give you the understanding of Revelation 12 and 17, this is who they coming after. This is who the devil coming after. This is who they coming after. as we going through these scriptures and we looking at him, and as many times as we went over these scriptures to show Mashayach Yahawashi in the volume of the book. Hope you know him, because he's in the volume of the book. A lot of people don't know him in the volume of the book. They just know him when he came in the flesh, and they read the Gospels. After that, poof, most people just, poof, he's done. Once they kill him, he's done. Even those that call themselves Hebrew Israelites. But understand this. This is the problem right here. If it's not, then show me who is, because it tells you in Revelation 12 and 17, and the dragon, which is the serpent, the devil, the beast, the Satan, and Esau, the spirit of Esau, and the dragon was wroth with the woman, which is Israel. Jeremiah 6 and 2. Most High likens the daughter of Zion to a delicate and tender and delicate woman. So the dragon was going to be wroth with the woman, with Israel, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed. That's the 1/3 of her seed, which keep the commandments. That's us. That's the children of Israel. That's the 12 tribes of Israel. Not no Christians, not no Muslim, not anyone else that don't keep the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Mashayach Yahawashi. See, everybody don't have the testimony of Mashayach Yahawashi, because they don't go through these scriptures and say, okay, well, they didn't even deal with the fact that who killed him? Who was the superpower of the earth? You ask a Christian, who was the superpower of the earth when the Mashayach Yahawashi walked the earth? Who killed him? They say the Jews killed him. No. The Jews turned him over to who? The Romans, the so-called Italian Caucasian, the Caucasian Italians, the Romans. They're the ones killed him. The Roman soldiers are the ones that killed him. As a Christian, they don't know nothing about history, about what was going on, what happened. They don't have the testimony of Mashayach Yahawashi. They ain't followed the commandments of the Most High, because they taught that we not under the law. Therefore, I ain't talking about that. It's talking about us, the remnant of her seed, of Israel's seed, the 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel. That's the problem. That's the problem. And some people are going to run from it. They're going to run from it before they even get a chance to see salvation. Some already done ran, even though they perpetrate like they really in this. They're already running. St. John 10 and 30. I and my Father are one. I and my Father are one. Mashayach Yahawashi said, the Most High and himself, Mashayach Yahawashi, are one. Now, when you look at St. John 17, we'll get an understanding what this one means.